Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about grip pressure, and this is going to be a little different take on grip pressure than maybe what you've heard or what you heard in the past. Because there used to be this analogy of, hey, if you're holding a bird, you want to hold on to it tight enough not to let it go, but not to kill it either. I'd rather you be more on the kill it side where you're squeezing fairly firm, and here's the reason why. Throughout your body, your joints and muscles go through these different patterns of holders and movers. And it works from your feet up and from your arms out. So here's what I mean, is in your golf swing, your hands are holders, your elbows are movers, your shoulders are holders, and there's this alternating pattern throughout your body. So when you take your hands and you put them on the golf club, these should be holders, and your elbows should be nice and loose so they can fold and move. I see a lot of people, they'll be really light in their grip and then they'll jam their elbows straight. So now their elbows are the holders and their wrists are the movers, and then they get all floppy wrist syndrome, which is a terrible, terrible disease. If you get floppy wrist syndrome, there's no cure for it, not even penicillin. So you want to make sure that your hands have a pretty firm grip. And because everybody's strength is different, my strength is different than yours, your kind of scale of 1 to 10 on how hard you're holding on to the club is going to be different for everybody. When I'm holding on to the club, I'm probably like a 6 or a 7. I used to hear Butch Harmon say this also. He goes, you want you to hold on to that club pretty tight. So I like to see kind of a 6 to a 7. That's my own personal scale. You have to figure out your own. But you want to feel like you're holding on to it tight enough that you can still wiggle your elbows. And imagine you're stirring a big giant pot of spaghetti. You have to hold on to that pretty strong to get it to move, but look what my elbows are doing. See how they're nice and loose? So my wrists and hands, they're the holders, and my elbows are the movers. So when you take your swing, figure out what that stirring motion would be. Hold on to that same, give yourself a couple little wiggles right here at setup so you can feel your elbows loose, and then take a swing. My wrists are still holding at the top and my elbows are still nice and loose. If you get to the top and you're all jammed like this and you have to relax, then your elbows turned into the holders, not the movers. Okay, so hands, holders, elbows, movers. If you can get that pattern down, you're going to make huge progress in your golf swing. Thank you. See you next time.